Hello, welcome to another episode of Play Cool Songs. Today we're going to check out a tune from Mr. Matt Schofield called Livewire. It's essentially a 12 bar in B flat, but it's got a few cool things going on that we'll talk through. So yeah, let's dive into it. So for me, it's kind of got that second line New Orleans rumba type feel behind it. If you listen to the original recording, and there's a few out there. There's a really killer version on YouTube with his organ trio, which was a big inspiration, that sound, and Jack Pearson's organ trio for the three-piece that I play in as well. And we actually do this song in our sets. So yeah, digging into it and learning it and just trying to recreate it. There's some cool stuff going on which I just wanted to share with you here today. So for the most part, this B flat 13 chord is where we hang. And so I've just got that nice diagonal kind of chord shape happening there on 6, 7, and 8 of the D, G, and B strings. And so there's my 7th and 3rd of the B flat, and then we're adding the 13th there as well, okay, the G natural. And what I find in the rhythm parts of this song is just the use of the suspension. So we go to the chord 4, but I find Matt is using this voicing here to bring that suspension into play again. So that is, it is an E flat. So you might, think of it as a E flat 9, but the voicing would sit here on the top end. So in tab speak, I'm on, from the D string, I'm on 5, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6, 4, 6. So the root note's actually on the B string there. We sit up there for the F. You could play that voicing there, or that voicing there, or that voicing there. I think Matt comes out of that Robin Ford school where you might, just try a variation in your chord voicings as the song moves forward. So chord 5. And then we just have this lovely chord voicing here. Which I suppose you kind of, it is like a G flat major 9, which is just a really nice moment. So I suppose you can kind of think of it as like a B flat 7 with the G flat in the bass. Yeah, it just works. It's kind of a surprise moment, in the chord progression, because otherwise it's just sort of a straightforward 12 bar. Back around. So I suppose, instead of going down to the 4 chord again as you would for a pretty standard blues turnaround, we just kind of get this nice standalone feature, which I really like in this song. So yeah, I'd encourage you to play along with that chord progression along with the original recordings or the live recordings, because just the feel, I think, is really something you want to internalize and try and grab from Matt Schofield and his band, who just just awesome musicians, and everything they play just feels really good, so I'm just trying to absorb a bit of that in my practice time. In terms of soloing over the top of it, I try and stay, in the B flat key signature. For the most part, I'd be playing, B flat mixolydian, over the chord 1, and then as we move to chord 4 there, I really feel like I'm just moving into E flat mixolydian and then F mixolydian. What you want to do over that chord, I suppose for the most part I sort of move to the B flat minor over that chord. But yeah, I mean, you can just kind of explore, some lines around the G flat major 9 there. Sometimes when you got one of those outside chords, it sounds cool enough just sitting behind whatever you're playing, so even if you're just doing like a standard blues lick, one of your signature blues moves, just having that chord sit behind you will automatically make you sound, 10% cooler as well. So I don't overthink it too much. I'm not trying to hit, a G flat major 9 arpeggio every time I hear that come around, But that's a cool idea, actually, now that I've played through it. Another cool thing which I have taken from Matt Schofield's playing, I hear it as he's kind of superimposing another scale or another arpeggio type idea over the chord that we're playing at the time. So, for example, when we're in the B flat chord 1, something which I hear a lot in Matt's playing, which I've taken over into my own, is really thinking about, F minor, F minor Dorian. So I'm kind of building lines off the 5th, the F. And that's just giving me some color tones and some suspended notes over my lines there. So this is kind of a nice flavor. Which is something Pat Martino talks about a bit as well, kind of thinking of scale degrees and where you can start your lines off so that you're kind of using essentially the Dorian mode as we are there to unlock some, more colorful, more sophisticated sounds. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking of F minor or F Dorian, even though we're playing on the B flat. As long as I'm kind of finishing things up in a B flat kind of way, with a note from that arpeggio. And then I kind of hear in Matt's playing a lot when we move to the 4 chord of that E flat in this case, I'm kind of playing B flat minor Dorian. So yeah, maybe on the chord 1 you think F minor Dorian, and on the chord 4 you think B flat minor Dorian, and that's yeah, just a nice way to kind of unlock the suspended and some of the color tones in there without sounding too jazzy or too outside either. They're just kind of notes which work within those chords really nicely. Another one that I like in Matt's playing is this kind of idea. That kind of idea where I'm really thinking about the A flat major 7. Right? So there's kind of playing A flat over the chord 1, which gives me that kind of sound really. You know, and I suppose A flat major 7 and the F minor Dorian are really the same scale, you know, when you look at the notes of it. So yeah, I guess it's kind of just two ways to arriving at the same sound. For me, I'm trying to take information that I already know and use that efficiently, you know, with maximum impact. So if I can use, you know, a Dorian sound, or a Dorian scale rather, you know, it won't sound necessarily Dorian if it's got a different chord behind it, you know. So we're kind of listening to things in reference to the chord that's going on. So if I'm playing F minor Dorian over F minor, or if I'm playing it over B flat, sorry. You know, you're going to hear it in relation to the chord, you know. So yeah, that's something to kind of think about as well, I suppose. But yeah, have a play around. It's a cool song. Matt's a killer player. It's one of my favorites. And yeah, I learn a little something every time that I listen to him. And I'll listen to him on my way to a gig, you know. Him or Robin Ford or Stevie Ray Vaughan. That's sort of like who I'll listen to on the car ride in to my own gigs, just to try and absorb some of that magic and yeah, hopefully manifest some of that in my own playing. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, good luck with that, and I'll see you for the next one. Catch you guys. Bye.